Welcome to the front lines of the digital workplace in 2026. If you are a business leader or an IT manager in the United States, you are no longer just choosing a chat app. You are choosing the operating system for your company's culture and its AI strategy. For nearly a decade, the battle between Slack and Microsoft Teams has defined how we work. But in 2026, the lines have been redrawn around one thing: how well your communication platform can actually do your work for you. Today, we are breaking down Slack versus Microsoft Teams to see which one wins the 2026 workplace war. We will look at their new agentic AI features, their radically different pricing structures, and which ecosystem will actually help your team move faster. If you are looking at your screen, I am referencing the latest 2026 product pages for both, so you can follow the changes in real time. Let us start with Slack. If you go to slack.com, you will see they have leaned entirely into being the AI-powered open platform. In 2026, Slack has moved past being just a messaging tool. Following their deep integration with Salesforce, they have introduced the revamped Slackbot, which is now powered by Anthropic's Claude. They call it a super agent. Unlike the old chatbots, this 2026 version of Slackbot has full access to your business context. You can ask it to summarize the last 3 days of activity in a project channel, and it won't just give you a list of messages. It will identify the blockers, list the decisions made, and even draft the follow-up tasks in your project management tool. For US sales teams, the new Salesforce channels are a game changer. They bring real-time customer data directly into your conversations, allowing you to update opportunities and close deals without ever leaving the Slack interface. It is fast, it is conversational, and in 2026, it is still the king of user experience and agility. Now, let us turn to Microsoft Teams. If you visit the Microsoft Teams page today, you are looking at a behemoth of productivity. In 2026, Teams has shed its reputation for being clunky and has embraced a new unified chat and channels experience. But the real reason Teams is winning in the enterprise sector this year is Microsoft Copilot, now upgraded with GPT-5 reasoning. The standout feature for Teams in 2026 is the Facilitator Agent. This AI assistant actually joins your meetings and sits in your chat threads as a proactive participant. If it hears an agenda item being discussed, it automatically creates a live progress tracker on the side of the screen. If someone is mentioned for a task but they are not in the meeting, the Facilitator Agent will politely nudge them in a private chat to join or provide an update. For highly regulated industries in the US, Teams remains the gold standard because its AI grounding happens entirely within your private Microsoft graph, ensuring that your company data never leaks into the public cloud while maintaining strict compliance. Let us talk about the head-to-head comparison of pricing and the AI tax in 2026. This is where the decision gets complicated for US businesses. Slack's pricing is relatively straightforward, but continues to be a premium choice. The Business Plus plan is around $15 per user per month. In 2026, Salesforce has started including the basic Slack AI features in these higher tiers, which is a massive value add. However, if you want the full super agent capabilities with custom app actions, you might still see additional costs. Slack's main selling point here is the return on investment through speed. Because the interface is so much more intuitive, US firms report that onboarding is 40% faster on Slack than on Teams. Microsoft Teams looks like the better deal on paper, especially if you are already paying for Microsoft 365. The basic version of Teams is practically free with your subscription. However, the real power of 2026 Teams is locked behind the Copilot add-on, which still carries a hefty price tag of $30 per user per month. For a company of 100 people, that is an extra $36,000 a year just for the AI assistants. You also have to factor in the implementation gap. Many US companies find they need extra training and resources to actually get their staff using Copilot effectively, whereas Slack users tend to just figure it out on their own. So, how do you choose the winner for your workplace in 2026? It comes down to your existing ecosystem and your team's rhythm of work. Choose Slack if you value agility and a best-of-breed software stack that prioritizes the user experience above all else. If your team uses a diverse mix of tools like Google Workspace, Jira, and Zoom, Slack remains the glue that holds them all together. In 2026, it is built for companies that want a flat, fast, and transparent culture where information flows freely across departments. It is the better choice for startups, creative agencies, and sales-heavy organizations that need their communication and their customer relationship management data to live in the same place. The biggest advantage for Slack this year is how it handles the agentic workflow. Because Slack is built around an open API architecture, you can have AI agents from different companies, like a specialized researcher from Perplexity or a coder from GitHub, all participating in your channels as if they were teammates. This multi-agent environment is where Slack truly shines. It allows your developers to move at a lightning-fast pace while your marketing team uses different AI tools to craft campaigns, all within the same ecosystem. For the US workforce that values flexibility and the ability to pick the best tool for the job, Slack is still the undisputed champion of choice. Choose Microsoft Teams if you are already deeply embedded in the Microsoft 365 world, and your priority is seamless, high-security orchestration. If your team spends the majority of their day in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, the deep integration of Copilot across all those apps is a productivity multiplier that Slack simply cannot match in 2026. It is the definitive choice for large enterprises, healthcare providers, and government contractors in the United States who need the absolute highest levels of security, governance, and structured collaboration. In the 2026 version of Teams, the digital debt problem has been addressed through a much more aggressive AI filtering system. Your Copilot can now protect your focus by automatically deprioritizing non-essential channel noise and only surfacing the most critical requests. For the IT department, Teams is a dream because it consolidates so many different functions, calling, webinars, document storage, and chat, into one single line item on the budget. This makes it much easier to manage compliance and data residency requirements, which are becoming increasingly complex for US firms operating globally. If you need a tool that feels like a stable, secure foundation for a massive workforce, Teams is the platform that will scale with you without breaking. The final verdict for 2026 is that the gap in basic features has mostly closed. Both platforms have excellent huddles for quick voice calls. Both have mastered complex message threading, and both have world-class AI built into their core. The real difference today is how they make your team feel on a Tuesday morning. Slack feels like a living, breathing conversation that moves the work forward in a social and dynamic way. It feels like a modern digital campus where people are encouraged to share and collaborate. Teams, on the other hand, feels like a high-tech digital office building where work is meticulously managed, recorded, and optimized for efficiency. Thank you for joining me for this 2026 workplace breakdown of Slack and Microsoft Teams. You can find the links to the latest pricing pages, feature guides, and AI security white papers for both platforms in the description below to help with your final decision. If this deep dive helped you decide which platform will lead your team into the future this year, please give the video a like and subscribe for more in-depth reviews of the tools that are actually changing the way we work. We are here to help you navigate the ever-evolving world of business technology. I will see you in the next one as we continue to build the digital future together.